While dairy farmers and their products were liberated from the burden of U.S. tariffs announced on April 2nd,
my fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day.
Producers in Quebec say the relief is only temporary because they have a way bigger problem in their hands.
We're very worried about the negotiation that's come after the tariff.
They are talking about upcoming CUSMA negotiations because the treaty is up for review. CUSMA is, of course, the Canada-US-Mexico Free Trade Agreement, which reduces or even eliminates trade barriers, including tariffs. Dairy producers here worry that Canada might have to make big concessions on access to our market, allowing more American products on our shelves here.
When I have this concession, for the producer, I don't have a growth.
With hard work, goodwill, and determination.
During the last round of negotiations done with Trump in 2018, Canada opened up its market to American milk producers by an additional 3.5%. That, according to Canada's dairy farmers, allowed Americans to bring an extra 100,000 tons of their dairy products into the country. And farmers here in Quebec felt the hit of that competition. They became less profitable.
For a farm like me, for each percentage is more than 10,000 of income.
Small farmers we talked to say the fear is that if more concessions are made, many won't be able to deal with the competition it will bring.
On viendrait potentiellement faire fermer des entreprises et laisser la place aux plus gros joueurs.
Dairy farmers want Canada to protect its supply management system. It's a Canadian policy that controls the amount produced and for what price. It prevents shortages and keeps underpriced imports from being dumped into our market. A way we protect our supply management is by imposing tariffs.
You have nearly a 300% tariff from Canada on American butter and American cheese.
But those tariffs only kick in if Canadian companies import products over a certain amount. And for most products, importers don't even come close, although butter isn't far and cheese is right at the limit. And here in Quebec, when it comes to cheese, the trade balance is tilted towards Americans. Since the CUSMA took effect in July 2020, you can see that Quebec exports of cheese to the USA have been on a steady decline. Now, American imports of cheese into Canada, that's a different story. They've been on a steady increase since 2021.
I'd say that the food shouldn't be part of the negotiation.
The CUSMA deal will be reviewed in 2026, something that Canada's next Prime Minister will have to renegotiate. Quebec's farmers, who produce about 40% of Canada's milk, are pleading with the government not to give another inch. They say that these shelves need to stay as Canadian as possible.